Hey, so I wanted to give a quick transition related update. I am almost 8 months post op top surgery, and I am. It's hard to measure how long I've been on T, but I'm gonna say basically since June, I've been on like full dose T, so almost 5 months. Yeah. So I switched back to from the topical, the cream that I was using, which I was applying to my stomach, um, starting in June, and then in September I switched to intramuscular injection. Um, so that's been going fine. It's actually been a lot easier because my partner is administering the injections for me. She's doing them in my butt muscle. Really doesn't hurt. The last time I did intramuscular T, not for very long, about a year ago. I only did it for like a month and a half. I had a really hard time injecting myself. I don't know why. I mean, I'm clearly not afraid of needles. I'm like covered in tattoos. I don't, it's not like a pain tolerance thing. I don't know. It just, so anyway, it's very, very easy that, and I'm very thankful that she is willing to do the shots for me every week. So, and then I'm also 8 months, almost 8 months post-op from top surgery. I think I said that already. So I guess I will show you my chest. I'm super happy. Kind of talk about that, and then I can give you some of my testosterone updates. I don't feel like I feel like sometimes I'm like, oh my gosh, so much has changed, and then sometimes it's just like so gradual that I'm like, okay, nothing's changed. But anyway, all right, let me show you my chest. Um, oops. So this is my chest. Let's see if I can back up. 8 months post-op, double incision. I went to Dr. Wolf in here in Michigan. So this is the side. This side. So this is, I guess, actually, honestly, in this lighting, my scars look a little darker than they do in other lights. So let me see if I can bring it closer. I did have some keloid kind of scarring. Don't mind this. This is unrelated. These are not part of my scars. So I had some keloid scarring here, which is why this side is a little angrier and redder looking. This side is much better. So anyway, the keloid scars on this side, or hypertrophic scars, whatever. I'm not sure if they're technically keloids. I went to the dermatologist about within the last few weeks, and they did some steroid injections. I had a little section here, and then here that was, and still is a tiny bit that's still there, that is keloided. So they did steroid injections like a bunch of like little injections right along the scar line. Honestly, not painful. I don't know why it wasn't painful, but it was not painful, and it worked. So the keloiding that I had, it felt really like bumpy, and it looked very raised right in this area. Totally gone. I mean, it's red. It's gonna have to calm down, but it's totally flat now. This area was the worst, like where my drains came out, and that is still, I still have a little spot that's a little raised. I'll probably go back and get one more session of the shots at the dermatologist. It was covered by insurance. I mean, at least I haven't gotten a bill yet, and they said it should be covered. So, but I would say it's reduced it by maybe 60-70%, maybe more. Like I would honestly be happy if this is just how my scar was forever. But I probably will go get another treatment. This side's been fine. So I did have some extra swelling that was like kind of at the ends of the incisions, like kind of like right here, and especially like on this side, kind of like right here. And I could still feel like I could still feel it. But it has dramatically gone down in the last month. So, I mean, that's just proof that a lot of things can change, even like after you've been post-op for several months. So, yeah, I'm super happy with, I'm super happy with it. Nipples are fine. It's crazy because I do have nipple sensation, and they do respond too cold. Inconsistently, it's not like every time I'm cold, like they get hard or whatever, but it is quite a bit, and it's weird. I don't really, I wasn't expecting to have any of that, but it's pretty cool. So anyway, so changes on testosterone. I have gained 16 pounds, which is incredible. I definitely was underweight before starting tea, and I am totally healthy weight. I mean, I'm still very lean, but I have gained 16 pounds. I have definitely, I know I'm skinny, but I have definitely have muscle that I never, like, I've never, like, had before, like in my back, shoulders. I even notice, you can't see it here, but definition of my stomach, I do feel like I have had some, even a little fat redistribution. I definitely have gotten some more dysphoria around my hips. But post-op surgery, now I'm more focused on, wishing that these didn't go out like this. But, it is what it is. They have changed on tea, though. So, like, any bit of fat that I had there does seem to have moved a bit. But yeah, I've gained muscle. My voice has lowered. I still don't pass whatever. Passing isn't necessarily my goal, but I am not read as male pretty much ever. I mean, very infrequently. Like, maybe it's helped by, like, I'm wearing a mask in public all the time, so people can't, see my face. But sometimes, maybe a certain way I'm dressed that day or something. But I mean, I'm a small person. I'm, not even barely 5'4", and I'm like not even 120 pounds. So I think that just my stature alone, it's just uncommon for me to ever be read as male. And my voice has changed dramatically, but it's still not, where it's affected how people perceive my gender. Got a lot of acne. Definitely some mood ups and downs. My mood was way more stable on the topical cream. I do miss that. The injections, being that it's just once a week, you get like this, I would say like 2 days after the shot, I feel the best. And then, it kind of slowly, goes down until like the day I take my shot again. I can feel a little more emotional, more irritable. It's definitely harder for me to cry. So yeah, I don't know. I just thought I'd give an update. I don't know if anyone watches this, so a lot of it's just from my own self to look back at. But I also, wanted to put out my journey because I am, older. I am 38. I turned 38 last month. And, there's not a lot of older, like, trans guys, trans masculine people who I see, like, sharing their journey. Most people are really super young. So just anybody, that wanted to see representation in, like, kind of this general age range, maybe I could put it out there for them. So anyway, thanks. If anyone watches this, thanks. And I'll try to check in again in a month or so.